Business is your baby. When you start having some wins in it, you'll start obsessing about that. Like, that's how it is when you have wins in anything.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I bust soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in a room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact in our society through real life education. The movement comes into play when you share the content to help other people do good just like you. For you entrepreneurs, this one's for you. This is a strict business podcast for you people that are looking to jump into business. This is probably something that you should listen to before you get started. Out of all the things that you could choose in life, if it's sports, if it's business, if it's being an employee, whatever it might be, out of the hardest thing you could pick to do in life, it is the road of an entrepreneur. And let me explain why before you guys might have judgment of like all the good stuff that you see out there, because that does come with it and it has its perks or nobody would do it. You first jump into business because you have this vision and it's exciting. You're like, let's go do it, and then we can make some money, and I could go buy this, and I could go live this life. But along the journey, there's a lot of different things that pop up that I wasn't expecting, and I didn't know that was a thing. So for most of you that know, I took a step back in my company in February 2024. And I kind of became a professional observer since then. I have a lot of friends that are in business. I was recently with my brother who owns a company, and he's came to spend a couple weeks. He's working. He's running a good sized company, and he's doing good work. And I just been able to kind of like observe him and other people that I know. And it reminded me back of like what my life used to look like. And I'm here to share the inside of entrepreneurship with you guys. So for one, yes, it's exciting. There's always action going on. You're always challenged. There's literally no days off. And you could be like, well, Dylan, I'm going to open up this company and it's going to be 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Well, what I mean when I say like you're never off is business is your baby. And when you start having some wins in it, you'll start obsessing about that. Like that's how it is when you have wins in anything. So when you're having your wins and you're having your losses, after hours, your mind 90% of the time is thinking about business, what you need to do, what you could have done different. You're replaying all the plays in your head of how the day went, how last week went. You have meetings set up for tomorrow. You're processing in your head what you need to do in these meetings. You have this idea that you're thinking about. You start going down to sleep. You are about to pass out and you can only sleep like 6 hours because you have to wake up early. You pop your head up and you're like, oh shit, I need to do this different. Something came to your head. You're writing notes. Then you can't go back to sleep. Then you check your emails. You're getting back to people. And the gears are just always turning. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. Just be prepared for being on 24/7. And then in the beginning, you're by yourself, right? And so if you're in business, you're serving somebody. If it's a company or if it's direct customers, like you're serving somebody. And as you guys know, being consumers, like everything doesn't go perfect. We've all had a bad experience, and when that bad experience happens, we usually need something, if it's a new product or a new service or something fixed or whatever. And a lot of times those calls happen after hours, or those emails happen after hours. And you might say, Dylan, yeah, we're only open 9 to 5. Well, the truth is, guys, if you don't take care of your customers or issues going on during that time, the customer, there's a good chance they're going to dispute the card transaction, so you're going to lose your money. They're going to put a bad Yelp review, a bad Google review, a bad Facebook review, and then the word gets out that you're running a bad business, and then nobody's going to buy product from you, and you're going to go out of business and be left with no money that you worked your ass off for prior to put all this money into your business. So then you have leading into this, the financial side of things, right? So it's like you're working, you're trying to make ends meet. Okay, ends are meeting, you're making a little bit of money. Customers are liking your product, they're liking your service. Oh shit, now all this money that I'm making, it needs to stay in the company because we need to buy more product, we need to get more space, we need to get more equipment to help fund the company. So then the whole time through this, like, fuck, you're making money, on paper looks great. You're personally broke because your company's sucking all the cash. And you're like, well, fuck, I'm rich, I'm paying these taxes, but I'm actually broke. That's the life of an entrepreneur, guys. So think of that side as well. Like, if your goal to get in business is to just make money, you have to accept being financially broke and unstable for a very long amount of time. And you have to mentally check in and say, hey, these things that I buy and this life that I created and this house that I got, there might be a time and a place where my business is not doing as good and it needs some more cash flow because we can't keep up. One, it's going to either you can't keep up with the growth, or two, you are in a downtrend, you're losing some income, you're losing some net profit, you have hope at the end of the road, but your company needs money to get through that dry season. So you're mentally going to have to set yourself up for all the things that you own, everything that you wish for and dream for in your life. There might be a chance that you have to sell it to fund your business to keep going. So entrepreneurship is not a thing, it's a way of life. And there could be massive upsides, but also massive downsides in that life. It's the life for me. I like it. I love the risk. I love the pressure. That's where I operate. That's where I feel alive. But for a lot of people, it crumbles. So for you guys looking to jump into opening a business, I want you to consider those things before doing it. And for all of you guys that are running a business, I wanted you to listen to this so I could say, hey man, you're not alone. All the shit you're going through is normal. And guys, this doesn't just happen in startups. You could be a 9-figure company. I have buddies with 9-figure companies that go through the same things where they're living and having really good days, and then their company goes through a growth spurt or it goes on a downtrend and they're financially cash strapped, possibly have to sell their business, possibly have to sell everything in their life to keep it going. But that's the adrenaline, that's the rush, that's what we live for. And the cool thing around business is, like, everybody needs to work. So at the end of the day, you get employees, and it's our obligation to society as entrepreneurs to create a workplace that helps motivate people, that teaches people, that helps them build their resume. So they could either move up in the business to make more income to help support their family and their dreams, and they could be a part of the vision and all of that and get the same feelings you do, or B, they get to learn enough in the business, being a part of the business, where they could go open their own if they go choose to do that. So it's really a cool place to get a good group of people together and build a culture and lead people and do good things with people. And that's really how society works and how it changes, because the world does revolve around money. But if you make money making possible through good ways, it gets really cool. So that's my short clip on entrepreneurship for you guys today. Do good.